Hi, welcome back to Raunchy Reality Recaps. Now, in this video, we're going over Love After Lockup. Y'all, I've been trying to keep up with these, but I've been behind. Your girl's been slacking. I'm sorry, but I'm definitely going to make time for the next month to actually get the Life After Lockup next season. So I think this might be the last episode. Girl, I can never keep up with it. But we have Life After Lockup coming right after this season, so I'm going to try to definitely keep up with that one. So, this week we have Chelsea and Mikey. Now, I'm going to go and explain everything, what I've caught here and there. But there's a lot of stuff behind the scene, and I'm going to actually drop a video. I had it out last week. It was an interview that Chelsea's ex, who she talked about on the show, his sister did an interview with Kiki and Kibitz, the channel there. I think one of them's gone, but it's Mary. She did the interview with Chelsea's ex's sister, and it was very enlightening and has a lot of stuff in there that you definitely want to go check out. Now, I did a whole really a really quick video about it, but go and check out the interview from Kiki Kibitz because it goes into a lot more detail, and you can tell there's a pattern. Like, from what his sister said that happened with Chelsea and her ex's relationship, a lot of stuff played out on the show the same way, like how she's treating Mikey. So definitely check out that video. I'll drop it out today as well. But this video, we're just going to talk about the show. Okay, so Chelsea and Mikey, we've been seeing them on Love during lockup and everything. And, everybody likes Mikey. Like, most people like Mikey. If you go to the Facebook, Love After Lockup pages, everybody likes Mikey, and not a whole lot of people like Chelsea, So that's where it stands on that. So in this season, we've seen where he got out, and he went to his mother's house, who just recently passed. She passed right before he got out of prison, so it was really hard on him. Now, the first incident we had with her, I think it was he wanted to sleep on his late mother's bed at her house, and Chelsea's like, no, I don't want to do that, which, I completely understand. I don't know if I would want to sleep on an old bed by somebody's mother who just passed away, especially if he wanted to do the dirty that night, which they ended up not doing the dirty because Chelsea's not ready for that. So they got a hotel room, which I kind of understand that incident. I don't think I would want to sleep on the bed either. I'd be like, how about I sleep on the couch? You sleep. I don't even know how I would do that. But we see where she didn't want to do that. Now, the next incident we had was, her apparently losing her Social Security benefits. Now, she was in the hotel room and she was talking to, I guess, her friend who was watching her kids, and that's when he said he got a piece of mail and he read it to her, and apparently she's losing her benefits because, she's making money from the show, and apparently we'll find out later in the season she's making money other places as well. So instead of being constructive about it, getting her stuff together and not being a jerk, she was straight up a jerk to Mikey and bad mood and everything. And she ended up actually leaving him on the side of the road to walk, which, that's just trash. You don't do that, especially in the middle of nowhere. It's not like she left him downtown, a little bit from his house or something. She straight up left him in some podunk town in the middle of nowhere and everything, and expecting him to walk. And, he was really upset about it. And Mikey's taking a lot of crap. And I think that's why a lot of people like him, because he's taking a lot of crap in stride, and he's not even getting upset like we've seen other people get upset, He's putting up with a lot of crap. Not only that, the man learned sign language for you, and now you're treating him like crap for no reason just because you're in a bad mood. So yeah, it's going to rub people a lot of wrong ways. So we had that. She ended up coming back and picking Mikey up, and then we had the instance where Mikey wanted her to meet his daughter. And she was like, well, I don't know. I don't really want to. I'm nervous and everything. She ended up meeting his daughter. And then he wanted her to meet, his ex who he had his daughter with, and she's like, I don't want that baby mama drama, all that. And it's like, dude, you're not even trying to start any baby mama drama. He's just offering, meat. So if, I don't know, if you want his kid to hang out with him at your place, since apparently he's moving there, the mother might want to meet you, Chelsea. Like most mothers care about who their child is with. So, anywho, we have that and everything. So, we get to, and I think there might have been a couple other things that she did that really irritated people, but let's talk about this week. So, in this video, we start out where Mikey is driving over to Chelsea's house. And apparently she gets out and everything. And, she takes him on a tour around the house. And she's like really excited for her kids to meet there, saying she wants a father figure for her kids and all that, which we hear that so much. It's like, girl, I mean, these women need to quit being so desperate to have a father figure for their kids that they don't really care who they bring in their life. Now, I'm going to say Mikey seems decent and everything from what I can see, but again, you don't know everybody, and you shouldn't trust people like that. And what's funny about it, and a few scenes after, you see her daughter getting interviewed and everything, is she done ratted out her mama, saying like, we had, a whole bunch of people come in and out the house, and all these men yelling at us and everything, and it's like, dude, that's concerning. That's a problem. Like when your own daughter notices something is not right, it has more sense than you, and there's an issue. And here her daughter even said, maybe, we should get to know him before he moves in, which again is I mean, come on, you should be doing this with, people, anybody you date, let alone somebody that just came out of prison. Again, Mikey seems like a good person, but you shouldn't be doing that. Like, I don't get these women. And I know a lot of people think the same way as me, because you'll see the comments on the Facebook and everything that it is absolutely ridiculous that these women are constantly bringing these men, different men, especially ones that are getting out of prison, around their kids. Girl has a teenage daughter, and you're bringing another man. Like, do you not know bad stuff happens? Or you live in a sheltered life where you think everything's, rainbows and butterflies and bad stuff don't happen? Like, I can't get over the fact that these women, like, he could have stayed with his sisters and his family, and y'all could have sat there and built a relationship outside of prison. You could have sat there and built a relationship with your kids. He could have come over, to your area, and he stay at a hotel, and then during the day, y'all meet the kid. Y'all do stuff with the kids during the day. But having a stranger, basically a stranger to your kids, in your house while you are sleeping, and they have full access to your children, it's not okay. It's not. No matter which way you want to cut it, it ain't okay. So just seeing that her daughter even knows what's up, and you see it with a lot of these kids, especially the older ones. They know what's up. They have better sense than their own mamas. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. These kids have better sense than their own mamas. So anywho, let's get over that. And so then, they have dinner, and apparently a cop car rolled up or something, and they were asking if it was about Mikey, but I don't even know what happened to the car. So anyways, we get to the scene, and it might be her friend. Her friend came over, so I don't know if her friend's a cop or not. I didn't catch that. Might be, who knows. But her friend comes over, right? And then they go downstairs and start getting on the couch and talking and everything, and then Chelsea has to go help her kids with her homework, which we know it was probably just like... WeTV is probably like, dude, we need a scene because this isn't interesting. So can we get Chelsea to, go upstairs so we can start some stuff between her friend and her man? That's how I see it. Exactly. Because I don't think anytime like you have like certain people leave the area of the scene that they're doing, I feel like that's just they're trying to make drama. So anywho, her friend sitting there asking Mikey about all like, how he had a stroke in prison, how she thought it was fake and all that. And, wants to make sure Mikey does what he's doing, and and he's gonna do and take care take care of everything, and I guess not start any drama. And I want to laugh at that part because it's like, since this man has got out of prison, the only body starting drama is your old girl Chelsea. Like, you need to talk to your girl and tell her to quit being such a what if she wants to keep the man around. Like, why? And it baffles me too that she's sitting here telling him this when, girl, that's your friend. You know how your friend is. You know how your friend is. You know she flies off the handle. You know she got the attitude problem, and you want to question him about starting drama, girl? Please, that's one of those friends that. To me, it's not a good friend, because you're letting your friend be that way and not correcting her, not telling her that's not okay for you to act like that or treat that person like that. So that tells me that friend does nothing but, okay, Chelsea's behavior, makes Chelsea feel all right for acting that way. Maybe that friend's that same way Chelsea is, so that's why she acts that way. I don't know. But still, homegirl knows what her friend's like, and yet she's telling the dude who been putting up with her friend's crap that she don't want him starting drama. So yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh, and I forgot one thing too. What really got me, and I know a lot of people got on Facebook too and was like, what? So, yeah, Mikey, in one of the scenes, you can hear him say, excuse me, in one of the scenes, he's like, I want to take care of, of Chelsea's kids. And I was like, boy, you have your own child to take care of. You should be first and foremost worrying about that child before you move in and worry about other lady's kids. Because, first off, it gets me that women will be with men that are okay with not taking care of their kids, but then they all gung-ho about taking care of kids that ain't theirs at all, And then you got men that want to be with women that are okay with being with a man. Like, it's ridiculous. It absolutely is. Worry about your own kid first. Okay? Because those kids have their own daddy. And it's not your problem or your responsibility because their daddy didn't get it together. And the mama didn't pick a person good enough to be a good daddy when they decided to, open up them legs to him. So anyways, I had to get that out. So we go back in the kitchen. And Chelsea and her friends talking, and then they're talking about how Mikey wants to know how Chelsea's getting her money. And because we hear, and Chelsea's like, yeah, I have $5,000. It's like, girl, that's what they cut you off. You good. You don't need, I know that's not a lot of money, but homegirl, if you want SSI and all these other benefits and this and that, you have $5,000 in there, the government don't think you need the extra help if you have all that money sitting aside. So that probably why you ain't getting it. But anywho, so Chelsea was talking with her friend about it, and her friend was like, well, why does he need to know that? And the boy's not worried about taking your money, Chelsea. He's worried about going back to prison. Okay? Because if you're sitting here doing stuff on the side that's illegal, and it doesn't mean just drugs, it could be anything. Like, it could be fraud. Shoot, people getting put in prison for making fake purses. It's a lot of things you can go to prison for, that you're going to make some good money off of it. So he kind of wants to know that. And I'm pretty sure if he had a whole bunch of money and he didn't want to tell her where he got it, she would have a problem with that too, because well, who knows? Who really knows? I don't really know anything about Chelsea anymore, because the fact that her daughter said what she did say leads me to believe that Chelsea really isn't, kid first friendly, you know what I mean? So Chelsea could be like, you know what, you bringing in money, I don't care where it come from. I don't care if I got these kids in this house. You could be sitting here running a whole trafficking system. Who knows? I don't care as long as the money coming in. I ain't asking a question. Which a normal parent would be like, well, you have all this money. I want to make sure you're not doing anything illegal that, could put me or my kids at risk. But again, Chelsea probably don't think like that because I just don't. I don't think Chelsea's that good of a person. I really don't. So anyways, she's upset about that. So in the next scene, they cut to him and her going on a date. Apparently, he made this nice thing for her when they're going to go horseback riding, but apparently all of her kids are sick. And you see Mikey getting a little bit frustrated because, wanted this to be a good time. Now this is happening. It's like, dude, this is what happens when you have kids, okay? They get sick a lot. So Chelsea's like, well, I don't want to leave my kids sick, but, really want to go on a date, so I'm going to leave my kids sick. So she gets in the car, and she's talking about, like, how she's never really had a formal date before. And it's like, honey, you have 3 kids. Like, what happened there? Like, we need to set better standards. Don't have a kid with a man until he takes you on a date, at least. I don't know. But some kind of standards would be something. So anyways, they're driving there. Mikey's happy about it. And then Chelsea's like, looks at the phone and all mad and upset and angry and everything. Apparently her son, who I don't know why we're putting out this business of this kid, but I guess the kid was okay with it. I don't know. I sing too loud in a grocery store with my kid, and she thinks I'm the most embarrassing person in the world. She wants to crawl up in a rock and hide. So I don't understand why these kids and stuff is getting blown out all over is your kid, upset at you? If they're not embarrassed? It's on national television. So anywho, she forgot her son had some issues with the court system that he needed to take care of, which it was it wasn't as big as a deal as a lot of other things. I'm going to say that. I'm not going to say exactly, but watch the show. I don't feel like putting the kids' information out there, but watch the show. Anyway, so she's all upset, trying to rush to the courthouse. Gets to the courthouse, runs in, and Mikey's waiting for her outside, and the poor man just got out of prison. And you can tell, I follow all law-abiding citizen rules, and I still get nervous around cops sometimes. So the man was really, he was nervous, to say the least. Watching cops walk by him constantly, definitely nervous. I would be too, because nobody wants to get back. So she comes out, of course, everything's fine and everything, but she's like, this day's crap and all that. And Mikey's just he's over it. He's over the constant anger, emotions, and all this back and forth. And, it's wearing on him. And he's like, I got to make a decision. So they go to a restaurant in the next scene, and he's like, do you trust me? And she's like, of course I do, but I'm not going to tell you where my money is coming from. So he starts asking her about that. They have it out in the restaurant about that while everybody else is looking, about where she's making her money. And he boy just wants to make sure he's okay. He's not going to go back to prison because you doing something shady, you know what I mean? So they hash that out, and then Mikey decides, he's going to come and live in Ohio with her because, he said that he misses his daughter. He wants to make sure she sees him. And, Chelsea's like, I'll make sure you see your daughter and everything. I will make sure of it. And it's like, he pulled up in his own car, right? He should be making sure himself he sees his daughter. If he has a job, has a car, he should be able to make sure he sees his daughter himself. But anywho, what really got me at the end was Mikey was like, I'm going to move away from my daughter with Chelsea because true love only comes once in a lifetime. And it's like, sweetie, your daughter's childhood only comes once in a lifetime, okay? Your daughter's childhood. She's not going to keep on reverting back to the same age. You're not going to get this time with her back. Okay? So, yeah. And Chelsea, like true love, putting up with her crap all the time, don't sound like some kind of true love I would want. Anywho, so yes, that's all we had for Mikey and Chelsea, and I'm pretty sure this is the last episode, but I think we're seeing them again. Now, if you caught up with them on TikTok, go there because, y'all, they still together. They still together. Which, I mean, I don't know for long, because some of these girls in these Facebook pages, they have the hots for Mikey. Like, I mean, Mikey's an okay looking guy. You know, he's better than some of these men we see now. You know, he's nicer and everything. But, I mean, these girls are acting like he's Brad Pitt on steroids. And they want him. They want to go meet Joe Black. So, I don't know. It might be an issue my last video I had about Chance where a homegirl hits him up, like a super fan hits him up in his DMs, and now he left Taylor for, a super fan. Who knows? Who knows? Because there's only so much crap you can put up with somebody. And if somebody else comes a knocking in your DMs that, younger, better looking, better attitude, yeah, less problems, you might just end up wanting that person instead. So, anywho, they're still together, but we never know exactly how long these relationships last, as we can tell from the past history of Love After Lockup. So it might be a few seasons and then they ain't together anymore. So anywho, y'all have a great day. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to try to bring out all these Love After Lockup episodes today so you can catch them. So y'all have a great day. Bye.